everyone, how you doing today? My name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for taking a couple minutes and checking out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make cheesy kielbasa potato casserole. Now the reason I'm doing this recipe inside is because for the last 2 weeks it's been unseasonably warm here in Wisconsin. It's been anywhere from the mid 80s to the mid 90s. It's been very hot, very humid, even for this time of year, everyone's been telling me. So it's been kind of miserable. We've had to have the air conditioner running on almost every single day for the last couple of weeks. I'm not looking forward to getting the electric bill. But in any case, yesterday we got much needed rain. It rained almost 2.5 inches here in the town where I live. And this morning I woke up and lo and behold, it's in the mid 40s. And so the temperature dropped drastically. I mean, I was actually cold, and I like the cold. I was like, ooh, it was a shock to my system. So I thought, you know what? I want to make something simple and easy inside that's going to warm me up, and it's just going to fill the house with a delicious aroma. So I found this recipe online, and it features Polish kielbasa. And being in Wisconsin, you can get Polish kielbasa. Normally you get this pre-packaged stuff, or in California you get the Hillshire Farms, but they got the Johnsonville stuff here, which I like a lot better. So we got a couple packages of the Polish kielbasa. I got an onion, a green pepper, I got a can of cream of chicken soup with herbs, and then I got 1 bag of Southern style hash browns. These are just like the little cut up potatoes. And we're gonna have a couple other ingredients. We're gonna saute this, cut it up, we're going to throw it into the slow cooker, we're going to let it cook on low for a few hours, and it's going to be an absolutely delicious casserole that everyone in your family is going to love. So stick around, I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. Let's get cooking. Okay, the first thing you want to do is saute the onion and the green pepper. I already chopped it up into small pieces here. I got a few tablespoons of butter here in this frying pan, and we're just gonna saute this. It's gonna cook for 2 to 3 hours in the slow cooker, but I want to get a little crisp on it, get some of those flavors to kind of come out. Yeah, just like this. We'll season it in a little bit with a little bit of ground black pepper and a little bit of seasoning salt. But just saute them till they start to soften up, so the onion gets a little translucent. We'll be back in a second. All right, it's been a couple minutes. You can see it's starting to soften up. Just, stir it occasionally. You don't want it to burn. We're going to give it a few more minutes, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a little bit of garlic. I just got this minced garlic you buy in the store. I like garlic, so that's this stuff right here, and I'm just adding a big spoonful right there in the center, and then I'm going to season with a little bit of Lowry seasoned salt. You can just use regular salt or your favorite seasoning salt, just a little. Let's not go too crazy because we can always add more salt at the end, and I'm sure those kielbasa sausages are salty, and I'm sure there's some salt in the soup as well, and a little bit of ground black pepper. There we go. I'm gonna let this cook for just a couple more minutes, and we'll be set. Alright, I think this is just about done. I don't want to overcook these, and they're gonna soften up and get even more tender cooking for 2 to 3 hours in the slow cooker. So this is done. I'm going to remove this, and next up we're going to saute that Polish kielbasa. We'll be back in a second. Alright, same pan. I just put like 1 little butter thing in there, probably around a half a tablespoon, just to kind of get a little bit of liquid there, because this Polish kielbasa is going to release a lot of juice and fat that's going to help cook it. But I cut it up, I cut it in half, and then cut it in like little moon shape. And again, this sausage is already fully cooked. Our only purpose here is to get them a little crispy, get a little bit of that flavor that we love so much. And that's it. This will probably only take a couple minutes as well, so we'll be back shortly. It'll be around 5-6 minutes. You can see some of the pieces are a little bit more crispy than the others, but this is perfect. We don't really want to cook these once they're already fully cooked, but whoops. I got one escaped. We're not concerned with getting them all crisp because they're going to get nice and hot in a slow cooker, but that's it. I'm going to turn the heat off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in a paper plate with some paper towels to kind of drain off some of this grease. Otherwise it's going to be way too greasy. So drain this on some paper towels. We'll be back in a minute. I'll get all the ingredients together, and now we're just going to throw everything into the slow cooker and set it on low for 2 to 3 hours, and dinner will be ready. Really easy. So get all your ingredients together. Here's the Polish kielbasa on some paper towels, kind of cooling off a little bit. There's our onions, peppers, and garlic. We got 1 cup of milk. We got our bag of the Southern style hash browns, and we got 1 can of Campbell's cream of chicken with herbs. Now, if you can't find this at your store, regular cream of chicken will work as well. I bought an extra can. I'm going to start with 1. The recipe only calls for 1, but I'm going to see. If I need more liquid, I can always add either more milk or another can of cream of chicken soup. The only other thing you need is just some like regular canola oil spray for Okay, so I just turned on my slow cooker on low. I'm going to take that canola spray, and this is just to prevent sticking. We're just going to spray a little bit around. That always makes sense to do. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the 1 can of the Campbell's cream of chicken soup with the herbs. We're going to pour that in here. And that's always a very thick soup. These creamy soups, but man, they make a great base for any kind of casserole when you're cooking in your slow cooker, for sure. We found some interesting flavors here I never saw before living in California. They have cream of bacon, cream of celery. There's a lot of different varieties. But boy, cream of chicken with herbs, I've actually never tried this before, but I saw it in the store. I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try that. All right. Now I'm going to take the 1 cup of milk. I'm just using the 2% because that's what we always use, you know. Now I'm just going to stir it, kind of try to break up this cream of chicken soup a little bit, make it more consistent, a little bit thicker than just the milk, like so. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to pour in the onions and the green pepper. These paper plates just about had it a little bit on the soggy side for having this hot pepper and onion combo on there, but that's okay because it's going in the trash as soon as I'm done putting everything in. There we go. Let's give that another good stir. Kind of incorporate that cream of chicken soup. There we go. See, now it's looking good, huh? All right. Now we're going to add the bag of Southern style hash browns, which are just little potatoes. You can use the regular hash brown potatoes. You can use the O'Brien, which already has onions and peppers cut up in there. But since I already added my own onions and peppers, I figure I'll just get the potatoes because I don't need more onions and peppers. All right, now we're gonna stir this up a little bit. See, it looks like a lot of that liquid's getting absorbed, so that's why I'm thinking I might need another can of soup, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll let it cook for a while. And then last but not least, our key ingredient in our casserole, of course, is the Polish kielbasa. And like I showed you, I drained that on a paper towel. So we're going to pour that on top. And we're going to give that a little bit of a stir. And then I'm simply going to put the cover on it. I got it on low. The recipe says 3 hours. But obviously, depending on your slow cooker, depending on how powerful it is, it might be done as little as 2. Might take all the way up to 4. So, you know, everything in here is pretty much fully cooked except the potatoes, which I had sitting out at room temperature on the counter for about 20 minutes, so they're not completely frozen. And they're in little cubes, so it's not going to take a whole lot of time because once this thing gets up to temperature, it'll start bubbling. But there you go. Look how easy that is. This is a great recipe. You know, keep a couple cans of soup in your pantry. You know, pick up some Polish kielbasa or any of those. You can use even the smoked sausage, the beef kielbasa, beef sausage, any of this pre-cooked rope sausage in your grocery store. If you got a couple bags of the frozen potatoes in your freezer, an onion and a green pepper, look, dinner's ready. Real quick and easy. It's not complicated. Put the lid on there, set it on low. We'll be back in a little bit and check it out. Alright guys, since I got 2 to 3 hours, time for a drink review. I've never had this, but I actually saw someone in a local Wisconsin bar drinking this in the yellow can. And I'm like, what kind of beer is that? And the bartender said, no, it's called Twisted Tea. I guess it's an alcohol hard iced tea with lemon. Hard iced tea with a twist of lemon. It's 5% alcohol. I don't know anything about it, but I'm trying it. We'll see how it is. Okay, and this is my daughter, Ava Grace. And she's going to try something she's never tried before. And that's this new Gatorade flavor. It's called Fierce, Bold, and Intense Thirst Quencher Green Apple.
Oh, I mean, and then when you said about...
Look at the color of that green. I've never seen an apple that color green, but that's what she's having.
And then when you said about your twisted tea thing, I was like, I was thinking TNT.
TNT?
Go check out that song, guys, if you're a big fan of it.
TNT. Okay. So you're having green apple Gatorade. I like Gatorade. Good stuff. Especially on a hot day, huh?
Yeah.
How's that smell?
Well, it's not really hot today, but...
Well, no, it's actually cold today. Colder than it's been. We've had a couple weeks of mid-80s to mid-90 degree weather with humidity, but it rained a lot yesterday.
You mean colder than it was in winter?
Well, no, not quite. But today was cold. We woke up, it was in the mid-40s.
What, in the 40s? I didn't know 40s.
Yeah, when we woke up this morning. All right. And I'm having a twisted tea. Let's move this back a little bit so people can see.
Okay.
And I like iced tea. I usually like the Arnold Palmers where they mix the tea.
You can't even see me.
With lemon. Of course they can see you.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully they can't see you.
Hopefully they can.
I'll move this a little bit in the middle so they can definitely see you now, okay? All right. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching my video. What do we do before we drink? We cheers to ourselves, and who else do we cheers to? Our viewers. Thanks again for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Let's give them a good taste review. Let's give it a sip and tell them what we think, okay?
Okay.
Definitely tastes like a fresh brewed iced tea with some lemon in it. There's something else there. That might be the alcohol that I'm tasting. But it's definitely drinkable. Wow, it's good. And for people that don't like beer, but they want to have something they can drink with their friends who like beer, this might be a good alternative. But I'd be scared because if you put this in a glass with a lot of ice, the ice melts, kind of dilutes it, maybe it takes away that little bit of alcohol flavoring I'm tasting. Now this could be dangerous, especially on a hot day. Drink 32 ounces of this in an hour, you're going to feel the effects. All right, Ava Grace, what do you think of your intense, bold and intense green apple? Is that what it is? Yeah, bold and intense.
Yeah, well, it's a little sweet and I really love it. It's going to be one of my best favorite drinks from Drinkerville.
Oh yeah, really?
My first ones, it's good to use when you go somewhere. It's another drink.
Okay, you like it better than like fruit punch?
I think it's better than that, really.
All right, well there you go. She likes it.
There better not be any more grams of sugar because sometimes when I eat too much sugar, I can get really sick and feel really
I'm
weird.
sure it's got a lot of sugar. Look at 90 or
21
per serving. How much for the whole container?
Added sugars is 21 grams.
Per serving, and what's the next column over? Total per container, this whole bottle?
55.
55 grams of sugar.
Oh no.
So, well, you don't have to drink the whole thing. We'll give you a little bit more, and then we'll put it in the fridge, and you can have the rest tomorrow or the next day.
Okay.
That way you don't have all that sugar at one time, okay?
Okay.
All right, guys, well, I'm going to enjoy my drink. She's going to enjoy a little bit more, but not all, of her bold and intense green apple Gatorade. I'm going to finish my hard twisted, what's it called? Twisted tea. And we'll be back in a little bit, maybe around an hour and a half or so, just give it a stir, have you guys take a look at it, and then at the end when it's done, we'll give it a taste review.
Cheers again with an empty cup.
Cheers again. We'll see you in a little bit, guys. Thanks for...
Cheers with an empty cup.
Thanks for stopping by. All right, it's been around an hour and 45 minutes. I haven't opened the lid or anything. Let's take a look here and see what's going on. Ooh, it's looking good. Let's give it a good stir here. Oh yeah. Ooh, it smells really good. All right, so just give it a good stir here. Oh yeah, it looks like everything's cooking good. Like it smells so good. Here comes my dog Dixie. Wow. Okay. So the last ingredient that you're gonna add right now, we're almost 2 hours in. It's gonna go for at least another hour or two. Yeah, probably not two. Probably another hour. We're gonna add some cheese. Now I just got some bag cheese here. They call it the Fiesta blend. It's got Monterey Jack, cheddar, queso, quesadilla cheese. So it's a mixture. But you can use whatever cheese you like. Cheddar cheese, Swiss cheese. It doesn't really matter. Whatever cheese you like. And this is a 4-cup bag. But the recipe calls for 1 cup. So I'm gonna start by just sprinkling a quarter of this package, maybe close to a half, because I always put a little extra cheese in anyway. So let me do that first. That's probably around a quarter of the package. Let's give that a good stir. And then we'll put a little bit more on top. We'll put the lid on and we'll let it go for another 45 minutes to an hour. Oh, it smells good. You know, look how easy this was. A delicious meal with very little effort. The most effort is just like slicing everything up. Okay, yeah. It's already getting cheesy and stringy. Now I'll add another half a cup or so on top. And I'll just put the lid on. We'll let it go, like I said, another 45 minutes or an hour. Man, all right. All right, it's 2 minutes until the 3-hour timer goes off, but here we are. We're gonna take a look. Woo! Got a little too close. The lens steamed up. Let's see.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that. Oh, it smells so good.
Sure does.
I don't know if we want to add some extra cheese. What do you think?
No, I think it's fine. It might be too much if you do. I mean,
much?
not that I love cheese, but I think if you do more, it might bother our stomachs.
Wow. All right, let's scoop some out and give it a taste. 'Cause, man, it looks good. Wow,
You think it's okay? I think it's okay on the cheese, don't you?
Hold up the spoonful so we can get a good look here. All right, I don't want to steam up the camera, but let's see. Oh, it's steaming up the camera. Hold it up a little higher. Spoonful, let me see.
Okay.
Ooh.
You come on this side.
All right.
And I can blow out the steam that way.
All right, let's see. Oh yeah. There we go, guys. Look at that. Man. Looks delicious. Oh man, let's scoop some out and give it a taste. I can hardly wait. All right, here we are. Let's see, we've had it heating up for a few more minutes. Wow. Look at this. What do you think? Should we add more liquid?
Oh,
Maybe a little bit more milk?
Yeah, you could.
Yes, it's very thick.
You could probably put chicken broth in there.
Yeah.
Okay, well either way,
But anyway, let's scoop it up because I'm hungry, but it looks good. It's very thick, but you know what?
But that's more like instead of a soup or a thick soup or a stew, it's more like a casserole. That's all. Well, it looks great.
That's what we're going for anyway, not a soup. Yeah, it looks good. All right, scoop it in.
I think it's fine.
All right, let's take a look here.
Look at that. Look at all that sausage with that outside crisp.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
Man,
amazing. Look at that. Can we do this bowl?
Yeah, this is so easy to make too. You guys saw. You just have these items in your freezer or pantry and you throw it together. Yeah, a few hours later.
Yeah.
Man, delicious
there it
dinner.
is.
Yep, one pot dinner, as they say.
There you go.
All right, yep, I agree. Little cheese on top. Look at this, guys. Wow.
Well, not a little. We got to do more. We're in Wisconsin. Come on.
Well, yeah. In
There's no
Wisconsin,
little.
cheese is kind
Little,
of
a little is like a lot for anywhere else. So there you go.
All right, we'll be back to give this a sample in just a second. All right, welcome back. I'm here with my wife,
Hi.
my daughter Ava Grace. Let's try some.
You ready?
Ooh, it's hot.
Ooh, it smells so good. It smells good, huh?
Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
Mm.
Mmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that Polish kielbasa from.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Oh, on a cold winter night, this would be. This
That's
would be
really
really.
good.
I mean, it's good now, even in the summer. But I'm saying, like,
And
wow.
I don't know if I even noticed the difference between getting fresh potatoes and cutting them up and cubing them and spending all that
I
time and
agree.
effort versus getting a frozen bag of those Southern hash browns. Man,
Okay, I'm gonna admit, I was the one saying, "Oh no, let's get a bag of potatoes and I'll cut them all up and it's better fresh." No, I agree. It does taste better. Like, I mean, not better, but about the. I mean, I don't see the big difference, right?
and look, I love that Johnsonville kielbasa. Man.
Well, that's here in Wisconsin.
But you don't need to use kielbasa. You can use whatever. Polish, smoked sausage, whatever. Even hot dogs, I guess.
Okay, so it's soft and cheesy, and I can feel little bumps in it that I really like. So, and the veggies are one of my favorite parts
Oh.
of eating.
Wow, you like the veggies?
Yeah, I sauteed some onions and
Yeah.
green peppers, although you can't
And
really
they
see
are?
the
No,
peppers.
but they're
anymore.
good. It
Yeah.
does add flavor for sure because they cook in and the juices come out. Yeah, it's good.
As always, guys, I appreciate watching the video. If you like it, please hit the like button. I would love it. If you also would consider subscribing, hit the
Subscribe,
little
please.
Smo'King
Yes.
logo on the bottom of the screen there to subscribe. And please check out my website, ericsmokingbbq.com. I got all my videos and the recipes. Check it out. And I appreciate you stopping by and watching my video. We'll see you next time.
Our dog Dixie is curious to see what we're eating.
She wants
Bye.
That's it. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for stopping by.
I'm eating
Bye.
this for dinner. Bye.
She's like, I'm out of here.
She's
This
hungry.
is good. Yeah, this is really good.
Yeah, it is good.
She said she doesn't do me.
It's just hot. I gotta wet. Ooh,
It is hot.
very good though.